New York photographer Jerry Spagnoli says he was fascinated by daguerreotypes from the very first time he saw one.
It's as if, first of all, they were made yesterday, and when you look at the image, if you suspend your disbelief, you could feel as if you could ask these people a question. There's a palpable sense of their presence.
Spagnoli has been on a quest to make daguerreotypes of his own. He prepares the silver plates just the way they did in the old days, shining and buffing them, blowing off every speck of dust, heating the plate to get rid of any excess moisture.
And now I go to the dark.
Then sensitizing it with chemicals.
And that'll make over photosensitive so that I can shoot.
In the heart of New York's Times Square, using this big, cumbersome view camera is anything but point and shoot.
It's just a dark box with a ground glass and a lens. So when you set it up, everything has to be accounted for. Every little adjustment has to be made by you personally.
To focus, Spagnoli uses a magnifier to see the details. To frame the shot, he slips under a black veil to shut out reflected light. The lens inverts the image. Spagnoli loads the silver plate and calculates his exposure.
The exposure is about 1.5 minutes at f11.
But while we see the heart of Times Square, chock full of traffic and people on the move, in the finished daguerreotype, notice how the image is reversed. Look at the buildings and the nearly empty streets. No cars, no people, nothing moving. Why?
Well, if the subject is moving in relation to the camera, then there's the possibility that they will completely vanish. Usually with short exposures, you never have that happen. But once your exposures start to become 10, 20, 30 seconds, or even a few minutes, the person crossing your field of vision doesn't make any impression whatsoever.
Spagnoli is just one of a handful of photographers who can still make a daguerreotype.